Hello to everybody, our dear subscribers. Today is 16th of April 2019 and FutureTrend channel is glad to welcome all of you and ready to present our view of how to trade major currencies in the world financial markets right now. This morning, investors remained quite cautious ahead of probably crucially important economic publications of this week in the form of today's German ZEW economic sentiment. Probably it's not a kind of a really very important economic barometer characterizing the state of European economy. Anyway, the market is really very sensitive to any kind of improvement or contraction of the European economic data, and especially the German ones, because we should understand that the German is the leading economy of the European Union. Also today is should be published, probably not today but overnight, Chinese data, and Chinese data really should take a lot of your attention, dear friends, because now the United States and China are the leading economies, and these economies should characterize the global economic situation. And gross domestic product, as well as some other important economic indicators that should come from China this night, should lay the ground for near-term trends and a lot of currencies, especially risk-sensitive currencies like, for example, Japanese yen or the Swiss franc. We know that Japanese yen and Swiss franc now looking especially weak because of improving economic sentiment, investor sentiment around the globe regarding buying, regarding purchases of risky assets. As regarding the technical point of view, let's see the situation with the technician. At the moment, the euro-dollar is trading around 113.06, and of course, today's publication of German economic data should lay the ground for near-term direction in the currency. Anyway, while above the level of 112.55, let's say roughly 112.50, 112.60, well lies at the moment immediate kind of uptrend line, we suggest that this type of currency could slowly progress further to the upside. But once again, from a longer time point of view, the pair should break above now crucially important levels of 114, where lies a kind of medium-term downtrend line, 113.90, and as well as 114.43 is the location of the moving average 200 daily line. As regarding, for example, Australian dollar, let's see the situation with the Australian dollar. Why the Australian dollar we suggest to discuss today? First of all, because this type of currency is a real kind of mover at the moment, because of the last minutes because of the minutes of the last central bank meeting of the Royal Bank of Australia. And to say the truth is not so good, is not a hawkish one, it's absolutely dovish, because the members of the Royal Bank of Australia still suggest that it's time now to skew to the downside with interest rates, especially in case of a further contraction in the domestic economic numbers, especially inflation and employment situation. That's why, for example, the Australian dollar is looking quite weak this morning, losing around half a figure. But anyway, as you could see, we still are trading above a kind of longer term uptrend line located at 71. And once again, we'd like to pay attention on the moving average 200 daily line. Third time we were quite near. We were trying to break the upside of this level, but we could not. And of course, it could characterize this type of currency that probably we are once again at the turning to the downside, especially, dear friends, especially in case of weaker economic data coming from China this overnight. At the moment, it's probably all we'd like to tell you. Let's wait a little bit. Let's wait for the final verdict in the form of German and China data, and also we pay your attention on this night data coming from New Zealand, consumer price index. We should understand that inflation is number one economic indicator for the developed central bankers at the moment, because in case of higher reading of such kind of economic indicators, of course the members of central bankers for sure will try to be more hawkish. Thank you, take care, and bye bye. For now, it was your Future Trend channel.